Hello students, welcome back to the online class of Semstar Global School. Myself Pratima Singh, and today we are going to do the revision of chapter 23, Understanding Diversity, which is from Social and Political Life. So in this video we are going to cover the following topics in the revision, that is the meaning of diversity, how we can identify diversity, then diversity in India, and what does diversity add to our lives. All these topics we have studied in the main video. Now today we will just do the quick revision of that. So the first topic is, what is diversity? So diversity can be defined as the state or fact of being different or unique from one another. Now diversity can be in terms of gender. We can notice that a boy is different from a girl. Then difference can be there on the basis of language. We speak different languages at home, in school, or people belonging to different states speaks different languages. Then differences are there in age and beliefs, and this is why maybe the reason that at times we think different from our parents or any other person. This is also why there are so many political parties and religions. We all come from different regions of our country. Some of us may also be from different countries of the world. We speak different languages, celebrate different festivals, follow different faiths, have different culture, perform different jobs, and so on. So all these differences that we can see in our day-to-day lives are known as diversity. Then the second point is, or the second topic is, then how anyone can identify diversity. Like diversity is everywhere, so how we can say that yes, diversity is present in this manner. So here diversity can be identified with two sense, that is, one is physical differences and the second one is social and economic differences. So first we will talk about physical differences. So physical differences, here you can't say that it results from just the physical appearance or how the person looks. The physical differences can be in the form of language, religion, festivals, culture. All these things also create the physical differences. Like people belonging to different states have different festivals of their own, they follow different culture, their food habit is different. So all these things belongs to the physical differences. Then what is social and economic differences? So social differences means difference on the basis of caste. So caste system we have studied in the next chapter. So caste system creates the social difference among the people. Like a child born in a particular caste would only take up the job that his father did. The social differences that exist in our country today are largely due to the caste system, and this caste system also leads to the untouchability, which is prohibited in our constitution, but is still in some areas it is still prevalent. Then economic differences, when we create any difference on the basis of wealth, on the basis of money, then it is economic difference. Like we bifurcate among the rich and the poor on the basis of wealth, so it is the difference on the basis of economic differences. The next topic is diversity in India. So diversity in India can be in the form of culture, traditions, caste, community, religion, region, language, festivals, etc. So let's talk about these one by one. Like on the basis of language, we can say that there are 122 languages that are spoken in our country, and if one were to count the number of dialects, it would be about 1600. Then the difference can be as per the geographical condition. Like in the previous video or in the main video, we have studied that there are 5 main physical divisions on the basis of geographical diversity, that is the northern mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the great Indian desert, and the coastal plains and islands. So this topography of our country also creates diversity on the basis of diet. Diet means the food habit. On the basis of dress, culture, custom of the people belonging to different states. So this was the diversity on the basis of geographical condition. Then there is variety in the dresses worn by the people of various regions in India. Like unstitched clothing is popular in the form of sari, lungi, dhoti, turban, etc. Then every major religion is practiced in India. Like there are different types of religion that has been followed in India, like Hinduism, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and many more. And it is also the birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. And among all these, still our country have unity. Our Constitution of India declares India to be a secular country. Now, what is the meaning of secularism? So, secularism in India means equal respect for all religions and non-interference of religion in the government affairs. The followers of these religions celebrate festivals such as Diwali, Christmas, Guru Parv, Eid, Buddha Purnima, etc. We have a national holiday in the country for festivals of different religions, and we should also love and respect each other's religion. So this was the diversity in India. Then the next topic is that what does diversity add to our lives? So the first point is that diversity adds variety and enjoyment to our lives. Now people used to celebrate different festivals. We used to wish each other. We try to learn different languages of different regions or states. We wear different types of clothes. So all these things creates or adds variety and enjoyment to our lives. And the second thing is diversity makes us tolerant and open-minded. Now how you can say that diversity makes us tolerant and open-minded? So diversity gives us a chance to live with people who may be quite different, whose thinking can be different, whose belief can be different. We recognize the different characteristics of each individual, appreciate the differences, and learn from each other's culture, ideologies, traditions, etc. We might be going to different places of worship but pray to one God. We might be eating different dishes but the purpose is to get nutrition and stay healthy. So hence we should appreciate diversity, and this is the reason that how the diversity makes us tolerant and open-minded. Then the third point is that diversity promotes interdependence. So varied skills in people in a society helps us to benefit from one another and improve the quality of life. Thus, it can be said that dependence on one another in a society for mutual benefit is known as interdependence, and this is promoted by diversity in our country, in our society. So students, this was it for today's video. In the next video, we will do the revision of the next chapter, that is chapter 24, in which we studied about the prejudice, discrimination and inequality. Thank you.